Hey y'all, I'm out in my garden. It rained a lot last night and it's threatening to do some more. And I want to get out here and pick a few of my peas before it rains even more than it was. I'm trying to get you set up here where you can see what I'm doing. And then we'll kind of take a tour around the garden a little bit and see what's changed and stuff. I've been rather busy. I've had some car trouble and had to take time out yesterday to take it to a shop. They didn't have time to do more than just kind of drive it around, with it being the weekend or getting close to the weekend. So they drove a little bit and gave me a diagnosis of maybe a CV axle, CV joint, which means no going much of anywhere until I can get it fixed. They okayed me to come bring it back home. They said no long trips, which, you know, with the sounds it's making, I definitely don't want to go on any long trips. So yeah, things are kind of just, you know, when it rains it pours type of thing. Not only with the weather, but with my vehicle right now. So anyway, it's just kind of the first flush of peas, and there probably won't be that many of them that are ready. I'm hoping there's enough that I can fix myself up a small serving of them. I think I've got them all on here. Of course, you know, I know I've missed some because you always do on peas. So let's head over here and I'll set you up on this. Hummingbirds are playing, hopefully. I've got you set up right and try to get some of them off of these peas over here. Now, I've got two different types of peas growing. Part of them are a snap pea, and part of them are just a shellum pea. These spring blush peas are a tendril pea, but they're a snap pea. So that means their flesh is on the pod is thicker. So kind of sort of ready. And so you can just snap it and cook and eat the whole thing, or eat it fresh. I'm not much on fresh pea eating. I don't much care for the flavor of a raw pea. It's not really ready yet. I much prefer them cooked with a little bit of butter and salt and pepper on them. Oh my goodness, it's loaded with them, but they're all down in here and they're not quite ready yet. So we got a few. Take you over here. So I'll show you kind of what I mean. So this is the spring blush, and it is trying to get you set up here again where I can show you some stuff without losing the camera. So you can take this one and there we we go. See, you can open it, snap it open like that, and it's got the flesh like that. And then I've got the other kind here, that these are just a shell and pea. You just open them up and they just shell like normal. So anyhow, I've got a few in here. There's some down in there. And I'll shell them and see what I can do with them. Let me stick these over by the house. I was out doing hummingbird feeders, so I got to take those two in the house and clean them. And things are growing pretty good. Corn, with all the rain, of course, everything is really trying to grow a whole bunch. I can see some bulbs on the onions over there. Lots of growth on the flowers, but no buds or blooms yet on things. The chive flowers are kind of winding down. And then I got some onions up here. There's the carrots that are growing really well, and the little calendula down there. Some okra. The potatoes look like they're trying to start dying back. So, looks like my date of about June 20th, which should be just about right for pulling them or digging them. Give you a peek at the shallots over there, and there's a calendula down there. It's kind of hard to get over into that area because, you know, you just can't get over there right now. I still need to get that New Guinea impatient separated out and replanted. I did buy some things for some tub things, and I've got to get some holes drilled in them first. I believe I saw some strawberries over here, and I did. Let's turn this around a little bit so I can get to them. Here's one, and there's another. Take a peek and see what else we can find in here. I love the way these strawberries are growing. Now some of these are the new leaves are starting to get a little yellowy, so I'm going to have to I've got some chelated iron that I'll mix in with some water and give it a good water with the iron. There's one down in there, but it's not quite ready yet. Don't think I've missed any. Just kind of giving it all a look. Look at all the pea pods down in there that are getting ready to get ready. Pretty soon I'll be picking peas for way more than I want and need. But yeah, you can see down towards the bottom, they're starting to die back down there. Got the okra, picked a couple turnips, and I'm just kind of letting that one go to seed because, you know, can't really get to it, so I'll just let it go ahead and go to seed, and I'll save the seeds from it. Radish is looking good, really good. And the weather is just so up and down right now. I mean, it's cool today, but it was hot yesterday. Give you a peek at the roses. I've got to get out here and trim this up. It is just, see, it's coming way over here, trying to take over stuff. Then put these back over on the porch, and then I've got to fill up my bird feeders real quick. And then wanted to take you over and show you a couple new things over in my garden extension. And then we'll even go into the greenhouse and take a look and see how my single seed challenge is doing. I've really started getting a variety of birds around, and you know, they're nesting, and a lot of them have got babies, so they come and they depend on my feeders to help feed their babies. But I've seen a couple pairs of roasted roast beef, and I've got, of course, the ruby-throated hummingbirds, nuthatches. I've got some goldfinch and some house finches, some red-winged blackbirds, and it's like I think I've seen some brown-headed cowbirds, but they've been hiding in the rows, and it's hard to tell what's what in here. Okay, let's come over here. See, I've got a big nursery pot here my sister brought over that I'm going to put something in. But give you a peek at the tomatoes and the basil. Looking good. Look at those chocolate cherry sunflowers. They're very happy. And then there's over here a couple teddy bear sunflowers, the squash. And these are the black oil sunflowers. Now my sister came over and trimmed up, and now you can see the little bitty, that's a wild rose, but it's pink. And it's got buds all over it. They're getting ready to bloom. This is my newest. My sister bought me a gardenia. Isn't that beautiful? And I've got to up-pot it into something bigger, because, you know, gardenias are basically a bush. So that little pot it's in is not going to handle it. There's Italian white sunflowers. And as you can see, I got some more of the flaked wood chips and spread them out over here. I still have a few more in my greenhouse that I wasn't sure if I was going to need them over here or not. Zinnias, lemon balm, this pretty flower here. Look at all that catnip coming up down there. And there's rosemary and oregano. The thyme is doing gorgeous. So is the sage. And then of course the elderberry down here. And the little, that one's a snapdragon and that was a calendula. So the garden's going good. Everything's looking nice. I'm going to have to come out and start trimming on my tomatoes. I will probably trim at least these two bigger ones into a single liter. Otherwise, they'll just get way too cumbersome for me, and I'll end up losing them to blight. Because, you know, it's Oklahoma, it's wet. At least over here in the northeast section it is. So, take you into the greenhouse real quick. And there's my single seed challenge. I'm not sure. It's looking really leggy. So I'm just going to hope it grows. Still got some okra and stuff in here that needs to go out. Zinnias. Then I need to get these other herbs here to my daughter-in-law. Not sure if I showed you the calendula down here. But yeah, things are growing. Seem to be happy. Loving the rain, of course. There we go. Turn that one around a little bit. Oh, look down here. I believe I put snapdragons down in there, and they're popping up. So, yeah, I've got things growing and doing well. Anyway, I'm gonna give you a peek at the leeks here, and then I'm give you a look at the hummingbirds over there on the feeders. Listening to the birds, I can hear the red-winged blackbirds. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do. And like my video, share it around, help me grow my channel. And I'll talk to y'all later.